Great day, everybody. Welcome, welcome, and welcome again. It's time. My 2 cents and T. Really, T was like, me, right? T LaCroix. But I have my T with me. So let's talk through it. Let's start with preliminaries. Like, comment, share, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. Definitely share this with somebody. And then, of course, if you're on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. We're growing, and you can also catch these on the replay. They'll be sitting there on uh, YouTube. Had to think what you want to say. So for those who are new, this is your first time joining us for my 2 cents in tea. My 2 cents in tea is just my conversation really with myself. No, I'm just kidding. It's a conversation I have with other people. It's actually an event we put on every year. Twice a year, and it's a gathering to really kind of hear from other individuals, and it's predominantly women that show, but it's some men in the building. There'll be some men in the building that show and really just kind of have a conversation about things that we really just don't talk about. And so you'll see that we'll have interviews with different people, and I go all the way. They always ask me, Tish, what are we going to talk about? Don't worry about that. Just tell me what's off limits, and then we go from there, right? And then so in addition to that, all right, let's go with that. Strange. Anyway, in addition to that, we have gear. So next week, preferably, I'll have like my shirt, and you can order your gear. I'll push the link is on the video. You can order your shirts, you can order your mugs, and all your great stuff. That just say, listen, my 2 cents. It's time for my 2 cents tea. It's time for me to, have the conversation. My 2 cents matters. That's basically what I say. And so this is what's about. It's like my thoughts, what I think about, what I want to know. I'm always learning something new. And so today's mug, I don't think I can really see it because I got this bright light in front of me. This from my sister. It says, you can imagine the queen. Excuse me, not imagine. Where am I at? You can ignore the queen, but she's still the queen. So shout out to my sister who got me this mug. Today's tea of choice is Tazel. I think I saying it wrong, but it's me. And I'm drinking Earl Grey today. So Earl Grey is what it is. If you have a tea that you want me to try, definitely inbox me, message me, and one of my team members will definitely get back with you as far as what's that's going to look like. Y'all may hear my little person in the background, but hey, I have little people. Let's see what this tasting like today. All right, we're good with that. And then also remember that I most of the time if I use sugar, that's a strong if. I use sugar in the raw. I like it better than like ever since I switched over to it. It's like the best. And then also I use honey. Honey's really good, and a little squirt of lemon. I didn't put lemon this one today, but that's normally what I have with my tea. I know people like milk in their tea. Not just my thing. Not my thing. Just really not my thing. So if you like it, I love it, right? So hey, that's your thing. Do it. I try different tea all the time. I tell people I'm like I really wanted my own line of teas. I don't know, maybe down the road that'll happen, but right now that's just not one of my immediate goals. But I just feel like it's going to happen like anyway. But it's on like my dream board list. You know what I'm saying? Something say, hey, I wouldn't mind having a thing of tea. So let's talk about it. Last week, at the 98th days left in the year, I don't know what number that was for how many days we're on, but it was 98 days left in the year. And Sunday, which was the day, I decided that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about my child left a blanket in here. Y'all see this? This is the life of a mom. Y'all see this right here? My baby's blanket is in my office. Anyway, I wanted to talk about especially what I was doing. So on the 98 days left in the year, right? It was last Sunday. That was September 26th. And y'all, let me tell you, I made a decision, and I didn't really get confirmation of my decision until I talked to one of my dear sister friends, and she was like, "Sis, that's where I am, right?" And I made a decision that for the next 98 days, I choose me. That everything I do is for me. And I know somebody's gonna say that's selfish, and that's wrong. You real selfish, but you don't understand why I did that, right? So I believe that let's take a tree, right? Let's take a tree. If a tree is not fully, let's take an apple tree. Let's get a real example. If a tree is not fully developed, can it really produce the proper apples, in this case, an apple tree, that would allow the opportunity for other people to get nourished? Because I've learned over the years, I've learned in my life that honestly, you're not made for you. Like you're not built for you. You're not, no, you can't, you're built for someone else. You're built to help someone else. You're built to serve someone else. You're built to connect with other people. You're built to uplift other people. Whatever your true divine purpose is, that your hands go to work to do, you are purposed for someone else. There's something that people see when they see you, when they experience you, and you are there to serve them. So I realized that, apple tree example, that if I'm not built properly, think of a tree that doesn't produce good fruit. Think of a tree that has dying branches. Think of a tree that they got to uproot and kill, or it's half dead, or it may got one little form of life. No one's had one little form of life, you still have life. That I was realizing, and that's why I like my two, it was like an open dialogue that I'm really transparent about myself. That I realized that I wasn't loving me enough. There's no way I could love somebody else. There's to the level they need my love and compassion. That's why many of you who are looking for love and desiring for someone, if whoever it is, was your mom or your dad or whoever it is, to love you or support you or to accept you, you got to understand they can't give you something they don't have. So they haven't taken the time to do the self-evaluation and the self-study and the self-work that allows them the opportunity to give on their level to produce great apples, right? In this case, that's what we're talking about. And so I decided, when I was looking through all this, I've been encountering over 2021, and I was looking at my goals and I was looking at the things that I knew I needed to do. I decided that this 98-day run, this 98-day move, that I'm going to do things, right, that build me, and not build me for the subject of me serving me, but build me for the mindset of those who I've been called to, my tribe, the people that I serve, my family, my children, that they're getting a better version of who I am. And so I made a decision last week, and then I got a phone call from my dear friend. We were talking. I was like, "Y'all, like, these next 98 days is for me. Like it's straight up for me. Every goal, every dream. Even though if you really think about it, people say, oh, again, I hear people saying it's selfish, but if you really think about it, even though you say it's for you, your family, your children, your spouse, if you're married or you're in a partnership or whatever, the people you serve, your employees, all of them reap the benefit of a better version. It's like a beneficial thing for them. I can't give you what I don't have. I can't do for you what I don't know how to do. And so I decided that the next 98 days were for me. I want to upgrade my wardrobe. I want to sow seeds in different people. I want to have photo shoots, and I want to upgrade my brand, and I want to grow my tribe, and I want to, of course, make sure my hair looking good every week. All the things that I know that self care that I may have lacked on. I want to make sure that's good, right? I also want to make sure my spirit man is good, so I'm spending more time for me with the Lord, and I'm really hearing Him, and then I'm taking action on things that I know I've been procrastinating. Let me tell y'all, and this is what it all goes to what we're talking about, So again, I personally said I decided to choose me the next 98 days because y'all know it's fourth quarter time, and again I made a decision last week. It's fourth quarter time, and so let me tell you this part as well. So this show is gonna go to another level. I believe it in my heart because it's just y'all. I got so many people I know. I was looking at a list of people like who I want to interview. Like I know some people, and my squad, my tribe, my sisterhood. I gotta listen. For all people I know in my sisterhood, y'all, I got this new name, right? It's crazy. I'm about to like it's crazy. I'm about to, but anyway, I got some people I can talk. It's like, well, who am I going to talk to? I keep talking to the same people, but I'm like, I got so many people out that'll come on my show and just kind of talk and just let me ask questions and let me like, they be like, Tish, but they let me do it. I dig all in their business. I'm gonna get some different experts. Like I just believe it. Like I see it already for this particular show. And y'all know we have a different show every day, something different that we do. I mean, F Fridays on Friday, like that's gonna be crazy. Y'all can get y'all gear. Like y'all gonna be like F Fridays. I'm gonna be like, what in the world is people talking about? Talk about it Thursdays. Like, but I had to take a week. You hear what I'm saying? I had to take a week of time with Tish to say, okay, these are the things I said I was going to do. And here's where I messed up. And let me tell you, I've been in an all-out battle with procrastination. Like I've been in a straight-up war with procrastination. And I know, I understand that it came from a place of disruption, a place of decision, and a place of distraction. Like if I really think of, I actually started really looking at my calendar the other day, and I'm like, I have blocks of time where I'm like, I'm so busy. I won't busy, child. I was wasting time doing nothingness, right? Where I knowingly knew there were things I could be doing to grow. Like there was without excuse while I couldn't study. It was out excuse while I couldn't be, studying my craft, or while I couldn't be doing something in my business. We justify we don't have the money or allegedly the resources, but really all I have, I already have. All I need, I already have to make this next move. And whatever I don't have, I believe it'll be provided to me. And so I had to really sit myself down and say, no, you were not putting the schedule together because you were afraid that was I being productive? You were afraid that if I didn't put the shows out here, people wouldn't be able to judge me. People want to see the real me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I should make any fake side of me, but I'm just saying, like, I want to showcase the real me. And people tend to judge that. They're like, oh, you're not this, you're not fit into this box of what we think people should be. And then it was, I was in the sin. Again, a lot of this came to surface when I was talking to one of my great sister friends. And I was like, I realized for myself that I've not truly let, for me, God have his way. Like, listen, we're gonna do this, and because it made me uncomfortable, it made me feel like I wasn't good enough, not from him, but from myself, right? Because again, you base off of you base your purpose and level of who you are based on the opinions of other people. And I'm like, and that's why you were worried about likes. So you're people who saw your message and people who may have saw but they don't really like. And I'm always reminded that there are people who watch me, don't like and comment, don't say anything, and then I hear, yeah, I caught your video about such as. I was like, you did, because they may not want to be known that they do watch, and that's okay. Like, that's really okay, and I had to get okay with that. But I've been really in a battle with procrastination, and I've allowed my body to rule my mind. When my mind rules my body, I hear somebody say, my mind is my boss and my body is my worker. But when you're staying in the bed extra hours, when you're oversleeping, when you're dragging along, when you're doing things, you be doing something productive, you allowed your body to be your boss and your mind to be its worker. And that's why you had these thoughts. And I was having these thoughts. I was like, I made a whole list of stuff. I'm looking at this vision board right here, all the stuff I want to do, but I haven't done anything to do it because here we go, distraction has happened or disruption has happened. Like, the amount of things I've encountered over the year, I don't want to talk about them because I believe that it's a part of it. And when one day that I'm released to really talk about this full out year, and then at the point of accomplishment for me, my success and my accomplishments have nothing to do with anybody else. You may say, you've done a lot, you've done great, you've done it. But for me, it's like, no, it's more to the story. And so I just want y'all to I just want to thank you all for being on this journey with me. Like, I'm really in a battle. And it's a great battle because it's stretching me, it's making me build my character, it's forcing me to read more, it's forcing me to show up for me. And so, today I'm like, okay, what can I do today to impact others by building myself? Like, where does I need to build myself up? If it's in my confidence, if it's in, saying that, because we'll not call people, whether it's bill collectors, whether it's, somebody's calling me, I ain't calling back, certain things. We'll do that, right? We'll do this because in our mind, the first thing triggers is something bad. That's why they calling me. Not that it's something positive, not that it's something good, but it's something bad, right? And it could be nothing bad at all. That's how we start. And so I've challenged myself to think positive about everything. Like, how does this benefit the overall picture? Right? How does me doing these lives benefit the overall picture? Not benefit me, but benefit the overall picture. Well, it builds my confidence. It puts me out front of people, makes me practice my craft of talking. It makes me, I go back and I look at them, believe it or not. I go back and I look at them and say, Touch didn't like what you said. Touch me to do that better. It builds my confidence. It's not about anybody else and whether they watch them or not. It's about me showing up as the better version of me. As I grow and I grow, but I teach. I grow and I grow and I share. I grow and I grow and I go and I do what I desire to do. And that's just, and as a result, what I desire is it happens. And so I was thinking, and I might just close with this. I was thinking about, I was like, it's not even about you. Even though I'm showing us the better version of myself and I'm pushing myself to grow and I'm stretching myself of things that, like, yeah, I could make a list of stuff. And that's something to do. I'll talk about things, be like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and don't do them. Not because I can't do them, not because I don't believe them, but I'm telling you, if you're procrastinating, if you are like, have self-doubt, that's why procrastination is an undertone of something else. And it all falls back to your belief. Like at the end of the day, you can tell me all day, hey, I believe for this and I believe for that. And then someone's gonna say, what's your action that line up with what you believe? And for me, that's what it was. Like I know God is able. I've seen him do it for other people. But somewhere between that and doing it for me, it's like this something is not happening. And I realize I'm not putting in 100,000% of the effort to make sure that what I believe and what I know he told me is happening. Now, it's gonna happen tomorrow. It's just a process, right? And then I realized, like I was telling you that, and I'm gonna close with this, is that it's about me, but not for me. Like it's about me to develop. Like I want to develop an insight. There's some things like total control, total understanding. But in my growth, it's not a it's about me, but it's really for to leave my mark to make impact for other people. Because many of us are giving from a place of emptiness. Like for real. Like if you really thought about it, you gave your best parts away. You gave your best self away. No. Mm-mm. Because when I give my best self away, what I'm saying is I don't have the pieces to make sure I'm a whole when I give away. See, fruit is the result of a tree that has great roots. It is strong, it can withstand storms. Its branches have grown, and now the fruit has come. The fruit didn't come just because the roots were good. It's the result of the fact that the tree took the time to grow. The tree took the time to develop. The tree took the time to say, "Oh, gotta trim that off. Oh, my leaves gotta come off on here. Oh, I'm going through this phase now. Oh, I'm developing here. Oh, I'm growing here." And now here we go. Apples have appeared because the tree understood the process that if it gave apples too soon, they were not good for nourishment. And so I'm glad, I'm grateful that you are going on the journey. I want to be more consistent. I want to be more disciplined, and that's what I'm working on. I got accountability partners. I got me a coach. Went and got me a therapist. My therapist back. I don't care nobody say about me. Yes, you need somebody to talk to. And I'm gonna tell you, I champion therapists, man. I champion them because I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you need somebody you can tell who can't tell nobody. So that's even better. But you can tell them all kind of stuff. Now, don't tell them too much stuff because they have to report certain things. But it gives you an opportunity to be free. Because if you be honest, you won't tell everybody everything. You just don't. So, with that being said, I want to thank y'all for joining me today. I love y'all so much. I thank y'all for supporting me. But most importantly, whatever you need to get, I want you to get. Oh, and I didn't bring it over here, but the book, The Deeds of Life. Like I'm gonna be going through that again and just kind of talking through. I'm gonna read it again. Yeah, I wrote it, but I'm gonna read it again. I'm believing that I have part 2 finished by the end of the year. May not be out for publication, and I know my my shares watching. But it may not be out for publication, but it's going to be written. It's one chapter that's missing that has to be done for me to release it. And so I'm going to prepare my heart. That chapter is done by the end of this year. And it's just time out for not having your best. Don't believe that, I know I said 98 days were left when I started this journey. So I'm not sure really what the date is just yet. But I want to tell you all that you have time to make it happen. You just have to make time to make it happen. You have time to make it happen. You just have to make time to make it happen. That's it. Produce time. It's going to take a better level of you, a better version of you. It's going to take a level of sacrifice, of temporary discomfort for you to be where you need to be. Remember to do life on purpose, with purpose, and for purpose. I'm glad you're all on a journey with me. I celebrate you and your success. Love y'all so much.